Hey now folks, it's Ron Grovers from Ron's Beer Reviews and Tools, and we're back in New England. I can start doing my reviews again, my beer reviews. I've done a few impromptu ones. It's cold here today, it's pretty windy. It was 24 degrees last night. It's about 34 now, but it's windy. But like I say, I come home and do a few impromptu beer reviews, and chronologically they're not in order. There'll be Christmas, there'll be St. Patrick's, there'll be Thanksgiving, there'll be Halloween, all intermixed. So enjoy them. Hello folks, from cold and windy.
Ron's Beer Reviews and Tools, and I've got ale in front of us here, an Indian Pale Ale, an American IPA from Gardner, Massachusetts, the Moon Hill Brewing Company. Gardner, Massachusetts is out towards the western part of the state. Not really in the western part, but going towards there. If you're familiar with Massachusetts, out of one of the suburbs west of Boston is Arlington, town of Arlington. And that has where Route 2 starts. And then that heads up through Lexington and Wisconsin. You know, we're going west towards New York, state of New York. And you come to Westminster. And then Gardner, good sized town out there, and next to Westminster. And Route 2 goes through it, and it's a popular route from east to west, or west to east, whichever way you're traveling. But on the graphics on this, I like this can. The graphics, here's a guy holding a pint glass of Moon Hill Brewing Company brew. He's got that tie-dye shirt. Familiar with the 60s, no shoes or socks. Familiar with the 60s again. Head in Smoke. Familiar with the 60s again. With also Cheech and Chong movies. Remember them? Always in the smoke. But, well, this seems like a nice graphic can. Pufnstuf was, I think, a children's show in 80s, I think it might have been, when my kids were little. So early 80s, mid to the 80s, Pufnstuf. There was a song, nice song. Da na 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 na, da na 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 na. Anyways, it was back in that was the 80s, but this should be the 60s here. He's reminiscing evidently. This is a 6.5% ABV with 65 international bitter units. That sounds pretty good. Again, like I said, this is the Moon Hill Brewing Company in Gardner, Mass. It's 16 ounces. They say an Indian Pale Ale with citrusy hop flavor reminiscent of tangerine and mild lemon from a blend of Simcoe, Amarillo, and Mosaic hops. Well, that's nice. Okay, I did get some information on their webpage. They're started in 2017 as a brew pub out in Gardner Ale House. And that's still active now. And then they started selling outside the brew house, and the rest is history, as this is all around, at least the Boston area, Massachusetts, probably some of the other New England states, but I don't know how far it's distributed. And no further ado, let's see what this is like. This, like, imagine it's a citrusy flavor. So let's see. We got a glass. We got a glass coming up right now. All right. We have a glass. Okay. No further ado, this is from my, I don't know if you can see the graphics. It's a Lazy Dog beer shop up there in New Hampshire. My number one son and his lovely fiance had got me a Father's Day gift, and this was in there. I like the shape of these glasses. All right, no further ado. Getting some fruitiness, aromas right now. All right, here we go. Oh, nice white head on it. Well, creamy head. Looks good and creamy. Getting some of the aromas here, somewhat of, I would say, citrusy, fruity, kind of fruity aroma. Now this is an American IPA with 6.5% ABV in it. And it's Indian Pale Ale, American, regular, straight up Indian Pale Ale. It's not a juice bomb, but it's a darker color, and it's got a lot of carbonation in it. It is darker. It is hazy, but it is not a juice bomb. They don't say it is. They don't profess to be an East Coast or West Coast IPA. Instead, it's an American IPA, 6.5% ABV with 65 international beer units. Now let's see what it smells like. Now, so like that head on it, as you can see, it's kind of frothy. If you'd call that nearly three-finger head. If you're putting your fingers there, depends on how fat your fingers are, too. All right, let me take aroma, because we got mosaic hops in this, which is nice. Oh, yeah, it comes right out, the aroma. I mean, it's like papaya and guava, that kind of a fruit. Definitely pine resin, sweet pine resin. Grapefruit. It's got that earthy hops aroma that you get from some of the fine IPAs. And on the nose, on the smell, that pine resin, it's got to be from the mosaic. I think it is, with the mosaic gives that kind of a base on the hops. It's definitely citrusy, lemony. No specific. I mean, it all blends in with the aromas, and people just say tropical fruits to sum it up when you say all of those that I'm saying. So, but a lot of spiciness. And, all right, no further ado. Bottoms up. Now I'm getting the roasty maltiness. Some bitterness on the tongue. Not long lasting, but stays a bit. Second and a half or so. Getting some citrusy, especially a kind of fruity kind of a taste when I had that. But again, also the aromas have changed when you're drinking it. Excuse me. They kind of really make them stronger, the fruitiness. And you get I don't know, almost like a generic, I shouldn't use the word generic, but you get a lot of fruity flavors and aroma, kind of the flavor and the aroma mixed together. Or blended in, I should say. Taste, it's drinkable. I'm getting the spicy and earthy kind of herbal flavors that you get. Some bitterness, a little bit of bitterness in it, but it doesn't really, it lasts for, like I say, a second and a half or two. And goes away, gives a dry finish. The mouth is a medium to full body. You take a mouthful. Almost want to leave it in your mouth because it's a good tasting beer. It tastes well like a well blended IPA. But you're definitely getting the hops. When I say well blended, it is an Indian Pale Ale, and you want to get the hop flavor, and that's what they have done in this. That it does give the hops lingering in your bitterness in your mouth, and it looks like a regular Indian Pale Ale with a lot of carbonation in that. And excuse me, definitely got carbonation. Causing me to burp. And I like the citrusy of this and the tropical fruits of it. Now you can see the lady dog. Compliments to my #1 son and his sweet fiance. They're a loving couple. They really make a good looking couple. All right, so I won't keep this long. It is a well brewed ale. It's an American IPA. That's what they are advertising it as, and it is lightly sweet. It's not overly sweet, and it's not a New England juice bomb by any means. Has a nice floral hoppiness to it. Lingers on the bitterness, not too much. And the aromas are really nice when you're drinking this. This is one of those IPAs that would make a good session brew, because it's very drinkable. It's plenty of carbonation, so it's going to hold up as you're there talking with your family or friends, and just getting that upfront tropical aromas, and it's a balanced ale, very much so, and it gives off that, let's say, guava or papaya. It's one of those, I don't know which one. I do know what mango smells like and tastes now, but it's a little bit different. So it's I think papaya or guava, that pinus resin, and much earthy hops in this. All right, so with that said, enjoy the day. I'll be down here in the man cave. It's temperature dropping down to 19 degrees tonight. It's mid-20s right now. Much snow on the ground, and it's going to be cold for a few days. It's going to be colder tomorrow. It's going to be, the low's going to be 10 degrees tomorrow. So we're getting the cold weather here in New England. Unfortunately, it's winter. Gotta live with it. All right, folks. Have a good day. If you're going to drink responsibly. Don't drive. Be an adult. Ciao.